You can view me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. I do Wyze instructional videos and smart home instructional videos, and if you do inbox me, I will answer your Wyze related or smart home related questions. Good day, everyone. This is Patrick Houston from Houston's Home Automation, and I'm here to give you a comprehensive review of the Wyze Cam Unlimited plan. Now, before we get started, I wanted to go over the pricing plans for the Wyze Cam subscriptions. Firstly, we have the basic plan that is free. This is the plan that you get once your free sample of Cam Plus Single runs out. And with this plan, you will only get motion and sound notifications, which can be toggled inside of your menu. You don't get recordings with the basic plan unless you have a micro SD card for 32 gigabytes to 256 gigabytes for the Wyze Cam V4. So if you're going with this free option, it's essential that you get that memory card. Moving on, we have the Cam Plus Single at $199 a month. This is where you get all of what you're seeing, and this is only $199 a month per camera. So if you get 2 cameras, it's up to $4, 3 cameras up to $6, and so on and so forth. So you get motion, sound, person, vehicle, package, and pet. And so as you see, as you go up in price, the camera becomes smarter. The AI can tell the difference between a person and a pet, or a car if you're using this in a garage setting. Okay, so moving on, here's where it gets a little bit complicated. With the Cam Plus Unlimited plan, you get everything that you get in the Cam Plus Single plan, but it's universally applied to all of your cameras. So for instance, for me, I have 8 Wyze cameras, and with the Cam Plus Single, if I had that for each camera, I'll be paying $16 a month. But since I have the Cam Plus Unlimited plan, I'm only paying $12 a month, if you follow. Now, I should mention that an update to the Cam Plus Unlimited at $12.99 a month is this friendly faces detection, so the AI can basically pick up your family members or whoever you want it to be with this AI. If I'm honest, this is only really good inside of the Wyze ecosystem, or if you know how to use the Alexis ecosystem, it works really good inside there. And I've shown you that in previous videos, and I'll show you that a little bit later on. Now, they also have the yearly subscription at $130 a year, which saves you an extra $3 a month on that Cam Unlimited subscription. Now, if you have multiple cameras and you really heavily rely on the Wyze ecosystem, this is a really good bargain for what it is. So real quick, I wanted to point out that I noticed they have a $99.99 annual subscription on the Wyze website itself. I'm guessing this is for onboarding customers. I don't know why it's $129 in one place and $99 in the other, but it's here. So I want to go over what these features do one by one. This multi-camera timeline is really cool. What it basically does is it stitches the 4 cameras that you want to look at together so you can get a full idea of what's going on between all the cameras in your house. So the way that looks like is, as you can see, the frames go from where he is to where he was, and it kind of shows the full picture of what is going on during the house. I think it's a really cool feature and view. This is really good for businesses and, just your house in general. And here it is again, me coming in from the back of my house. As you can see, I'm coming in the door. Once I open the door, the other camera will pick up where that camera left off. And once I go to a different part of the house, the other camera should pick up as well. And here it is coming over into my office, I believe. Now, moving on, facial recognition is best used for if you're running automations inside of the Wyze ecosystem. But what it can do is give you the notification instead of a person being at the door that a certain person is at the door, so you don't have to worry as much. I'll move on to a couple more of the Wyze Unlimited features. So here you can arm and disarm the cameras universally using these top buttons here, or you could just individually arm and disarm cameras all their own. So they have push notification. That's the regular notification that you get through your tax bar if you're using Android, and on your lock screen if you're using an Apple phone, which look like this on an Android and can be blown up to get a better view. You can then click on that specific thumbnail to get a working video of what is going on. You can also have sound with that as well. And with the Cam Plus Unlimited subscription, that video will go on for as long as it's seeing movement in general. So there's no 15-second cutoff like there is on the lesser subscriptions. And then the algorithm is constantly learning, so it wants you to kind of help it out with letting it know what it saw and did it get the video right. So as you can see here, it saw a person and it saw a pet, and it's like, did we get that right? And you submit the results and everything is good. So moving on to your smart detections, you can individually toggle every smart detection that the AI recognizes. So, and as you see, the AI is pretty comprehensive, and it not only applies to things that it sees, it applies to things that it hears. For instance, you see things it can hear, like glass breaking, or a gunshot. That's very important. Or dog barking, cow meowing, and a baby crying. These also work really well as baby cameras. And of course, you can toggle these on or off as you need them, and the camera will do so and notify you accordingly. Now, in the event video recording, that can also be accessed from your main menu, and you click on the Events tab. And in here, you can specify which camera you want to look at. Now, right now, I'm just looking at my Zenith exterior camera, but I can change it to any camera I want. Let's just go for the side yard camera, see what's going on over there. And of course, from here, you can click on and see what you need to see. You can zoom in, of course, to get a better detail. Now, advanced automations is one of those things that is pretty much exclusive to the Wyze ecosystem. Now, the live feeds with no viewing limits, well, let me tell you what, this is not something that needs to be here, because all Wyze cameras have that live feed with no viewing limits. You can just look at your camera from your cell phone, or from your Alexa device, or from pretty much wherever you need it to be. This is the live view of the front of my house, and the side of my house, and the back of my house. And as you can see, there are no viewer limits on this, and I could have this on the free version. I can just look at this and leave it on my cell phone all day and just leave it like that. But the one thing you can't do with the live view, or excuse me, without a subscription, is the web view. And this is very powerful. You can log on to your Wyze account from your web page, and it looks like this. And you're presented with the Wyze web portal. This is where you can get all of your cameras, see me sitting right there, on one web page on your web browser, and you can just leave it there like that, like a real security camera system. Because it is a real security camera system. Now, on this drop down menu, this little hamburger menu, you get three options. Just the events that you want to, the most recent events that have happened. And this does every single event that ever happened. It's been going on infinitely. This is on the Wyze web portal. This is anywhere on your web browser. Gives you a nice motion on it. And all this is honestly super powerful when it comes to what you're getting for $10 a month, really. And then finally, they lock you into some kind of subscriber savings deal. Basically, you get about 25% off on all of the products that Wyze offers, which, if I'm honest, is a lot. And you can find a lot of discounts on the webpage alone if you just shop from Wyze directly. They even have a lifestyle section with smartwatches and trackers and scales, so you can really get into this ecosystem. Now, lastly, what I didn't review was the Wyze Home Monitoring Core Starter Kit. I was able to set this up in a couple of clients' houses. I haven't heard any complaints, but basically it gives you that live operator that a lot of your bigger security systems like, say, ADT or Simply Safe offer, but for a fraction of the price. We're talking $10 a month for that service. And the home monitoring, where somebody will, call you to make sure things are okay. Normally, these services cost between $30 and $45 a month. So the security system is included with the Wyze Unlimited subscription. So if you think about it, let's say if you bought the entire security system and say 3 or 4 Wyze Cam V4s, you're looking at an entire security system for less than $300 upfront cost, with a subscription cost of about $10 or $11 a month. Where can you find that in the industry? Now, I'm here looking at a price comparison between all of the major brand security systems. The ones highlighted in blue are the ones that I have personal experience with installing and using and sampling. And as you can see, the only thing that really competes with Wyze is Ring, but Ring almost requires a subscription for the cameras to do anything. Ring doesn't have SD cards for backup recording. So taking a good look at this table, Wyze comes out on top on nearly, if not everything. This is why I suggest Wyze, and I only now use Wyze after 6 years of being in the smart home field. Wyze is my go-to for my customers because it is cost effective, the parts are easily replaceable, and it gives you just as comprehensive of a security system as these big guys for at sometimes an eighth of the price. Thanks for listening to me. I've been Patrick Houston from Houston's Home Automation, and this has been my review of the Wyze Security System Unlimited version. Thanks for listening to me, guys. Take it easy.